the panoramic.
The what, bro?
Saying that in the pandemic.
You sound what?
But,
But said that to me, the panoramic.
Yeah. I'm grateful to still be here.
Hey, man.
You know, through all this ups and downs, I'm still here. I'm able to, chat with
man.
y'all and kick it with y'all.
That's to all the viewers too watching this, man. I'm happy that y'all are still alive, and I hope y'all staying healthy out there, man. I just listen.
I hope this message
I'm going
meets
to another
you well.
topic in a minute, man. But I just hope this COVID is over and the world go back to normal, man. I hope this vaccine kick in. I'm personally, I ain't take the vaccine, and I don't think I will, but
Right.
I just hope that it get better.
So what you hope it kick in for?
Because I hope people they realize other people who took it safe.
Well,
I just ain't come across.
I would say on the brighter note,
everybody like that.
I'll say on the brighter note to the viewers, I think the pandemic really opened a lot of people's eyes when the jobs just didn't care about you being
2021,
safe.
we here.
They didn't care about the virus, and it really just showed like, damn, they don't care about me. I realized that, about 2 years ago, but people really tapped in like, this job stuff not for me. It's a virus. People dying, and you want me to go to work?
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people really just started hustling. They saved up their unemployment money or stimulus money and invested. Or when their job was shut down, they might have tapped into a hobby or learned something new.
Shout out to them hustlers. Look, shout out to them hustlers that's able to adapt. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah,
anybody's able to adapt. That's even me in my shoes, man. Because the game changed. I'm thinking about that in my head, man. I got some big gems stored in my head. I'm gonna drop them probably in a few months after I done tested my what I'm thinking. But you got to be able to adapt. That's why I was telling y'all about the social media stuff, bro. I want to see all y'all 10 years not be able to still say y'all doing what y'all doing. And the world attention span is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Yeah, everybody got to adapt, man. You think you had a long run, man? You got to look at Blockbuster.
Man,
I'm telling you, man.
Man,
stuff changed, man. A real hustle, you should be able to adapt to anything. A real entrepreneur. So, I want to talk about motion in your business. This is a topic. We might even make this the name of the podcast. Because I know a lot of people like me, when I first became a realtor, I was running around all day long, 12-hour days, showing 3-4 houses, and I wasn't going nowhere. I was just showing houses. I was posting a few houses. I was getting into it. I was buying, but I wasn't making crumbs. So I want to talk about how y'all can be productive in your days versus just being busy. Like, y'all got to remember, it's one thing to be busy and one thing to be productive. So I want to talk about what's some things in your business where you realize, I done did all this. I ain't make nothing today. And then I did a little stuff and I done made a lot. So what's the changes y'all had to make in y'all business to say, okay, I got to start doing this to make this, or I got to stop doing this to stop seeing that?
No disrespect. Dealing with renters.
Okay. Look. I take look. If you look in the rent,
I'm sorry. No disrespect to people that rent properties.
Wait, Stefan.
I understand people's
front
situation.
page realty. Look, we don't rent properties, but personally, I still do rental properties for a lot of people, man. So as long as you got your paperwork together, and even if you don't, I maybe can work with you, man. So we ain't gonna turn it down, but you can start explaining your horror story with renters. I want to hear it.
It's just, I don't got nothing against people that rent properties. Nothing at all. Y'all know y'all could probably buy a house first and foremost.
Right.
But
go ahead, drop a gem. Why can they buy a house?
because
they got everything they need.
They might have everything they need.
I'll take over and pass this back to you. I got some fire.
Go for it.
It's on.
You can have it.
But look, man, if you're renting right now and you just in a basic apartment, rent in a 1-bedroom apartment right now, you're not finding one for $600, right?
No,
not barely. Unless you want a multi-family, a duplex or something.
Yeah.
Or like where you only got upstairs or downstairs. So that's $600, man. I'm gonna tell you, I done sold a lot of deals in my real estate career, and I'm telling y'all, $600 is like the most house with cheap taxes I've seen. You can get a $600 mortgage with maybe like $110,000 house.
Okay.
I done seen a house in Detroit. If you get a house for $50,000 and your taxes is low, that's like a $300 and some change mortgage. Higher the taxes and higher the home insurance, the higher the mortgage payment is. I always remember this. Then I'm gonna tell you this one personally. I rented a condo and I rented for a minute, man. The first come around too fast. The first would be here tomorrow. First would be here the next day. And you just giving away free money. The difference between owning and renting is when I'm putting this money on into my mortgage, I can always sell this house. Selling that house, people don't understand. I can sell this house tomorrow. I can sell this house in a week. If I get uncomfortable in this house, I can sell. I do not have to be in the house 30 years. So if I close on the house, just say it's January 2020, I live in here for a year, and I list the house up for the same price next year, the mortgage payments I made this year will go back into my pocket. As long as I sell the house for equivalent of what I bought it for or higher. Negotiate with my agent. I am my own agent about the commission, so I can walk away with a couple dollars of my money back and go on from there. Move on and close on another house. So renting, man, is not smart, man. Given though you making a landlord richer when you could be paying yourself. I know some people that got rich off real estate and didn't even mean to. I know. I got
a question.
Go ahead.
So when you sign a contract for a contract for a 30-year term, do you have to stay in that 30-year term?
No,
30 years?
as soon as you close on the house, you're just saying that if you buy a $250,000 house,
Right.
in 30 years, the house is gonna be paid off in full, and you don't owe the bank or the mortgage company $1.
Okay.
It's all you. You sell it right now, you don't owe them $1.
So
Okay,
Jalen got a question.
So how do I get out of that? How do I
questions.
get out of that before my 30 years?
So just say right now, if I call Jalen, hey Jalen, I'm looking to try to purchase a condo in Southfield. Okay, cool. What's your credit score? You working? And the same credit score I'm asking you for is what the landlord for the rent gonna be asking you for. Now, everybody wants 600 or better.
Right.
And 600 or better for a mortgage. And in some cases, 580. So I ain't gonna say that either.
But somebody just made a comment and said usually people don't have the equity for the down payment. So isn't it some type of assistance you can enlighten the people on?
When I scream out on my Instagram, first time home buyer program, man, I mean it, man. So that security deposit on that $1,500 a month condo, that's gonna be about $4,500. I had a few clients that closed on houses that was above $150,000, and with the help of me, man, their closing cost was $4,000.
So how do I get out of my 30-year contract?
It's not a con. You just saying that if you're gonna live here and make your payments on time, the house will be paid off in 30 years. You got a contract saying that you're gonna pay the mortgage company, but you can sell that house. There's no contract saying you gotta live here for 30 years, bro.
Okay.
You sign your mortgage papers and you pay your closing costs. Tomorrow, you can say, Jalen, I'm putting this house on the market. You got to pay them back their chips.
Right.
I'm gonna break it down for people. So you get a
So
mortgage.
I would sell it for more. So basically, I would sell it for more.
You don't got to sell it.
You don't got to sell it for more. You got to sell it for what? Right.
You got to
Sell it
pay
for
the
more.
more. You got to pay the bank back.
Just what you
But I'm
asked
not gonna
for.
make no
Pay 'em back
profit,
what you
though.
asked for.
No, you can't. This is the thing. You can't make profit because right now you just didn't remember before the interview started. You said about Bagley.
Right.
The prices in Bagley.
Right.
So people who got a mortgage back in 2010 for $50,000 on the Bagley house, those houses are selling for $150,000 plus. You got your mortgage back in. How much you owe the mortgage company? $50,000.
Right.
The house around the corner that's the same size and same bedroom amount sold for $150,000 last year.
Okay.
That's $100,000 in equity you got
Right.
because of the market. I want to break it down to dummies. I'm just saying, if you close on your house tomorrow, you can move next week. If you don't like your neighbor, you say, Jalen, this ain't for me. I got to sell. I can put your house on the market for the same value. As long as you pay Peter back, you don't got to pay Paul. It's no term that's on your credit, no foreclosure, no nothing. You did your due diligence, your responsibility. But it's good to have all your assets in order. You need a 600 credit score for a mortgage, and you need minimum. I can help a client right now close on a house in any price range. You at least need $3,000 saved. Call me. You need $3,000 for your security deposit on your apartment, right? Yeah. There you go. $3,000 is where I can get you in. So I'm gonna work hard for you, and we're gonna get you a house, condo, or townhouse.
And to touch on that more, if you've been in a mortgage 10 years, how you say you can have 100,000 equity in the house. Yeah. If you bought it for 50, it's worth 150. You want to start a business and you don't have the credit or you don't have the assets, you could put a loan on your house for the equity that you own up to 80% and use that. So if everything fails at the end, but you own a house and you got equity, you can use that equity in the house to fund something else.
So yeah, I'm on the mortgage. I say that I would brace that 10-year rule. I'm gonna talk about the pulling the equity out of your house in just basic 10 years. If I get we do an example, $50,000 mortgage. I live in the house for 10 years. It's 30 years in total. I probably paid about $15,000 into that $50,000 house, right? Mm-hmm. When I go to sell it for $50,000 again, and it sell for exactly $50,000 or higher, that $15,000 come right back in my pocket. That's the difference from me staying in this condo for 10 years, giving this $1,000 a month to the landlord. I'm never gonna see that shit again.